Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to change the rear wheel bearing on this 2010 Chrysler Town and Country or Dodge Grand Caravan. If this video is helpful, you smash the thumbs up button, leave a comment down below for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps out a lot. First thing we're going to do is crack our lug nuts loose, then we'll jack up our vehicle, and then we'll take our lug nuts the rest of the way off and take our wheel off. Now we're going to remove the brake caliper and bracket. We're going to take off this 18mm bolt and this 18mm bolt right here. Okay, you can just set your caliper off to the side here. You don't have to unhook the lines or anything. Then you need to take your rotor off. Sometimes these are kind of corroded on there, and it helps if you just hit them with a hammer a little bit. Not out here on the outside ring where the brake pads pinch, but right here where it's on the hub. Now to get this bearing out, we have to remove 4 bolts, the back side of which is right here, right here, right here, and right here. You access these bolts from the back side here through this access hole right there. There's another one right here and right there. So you're going to need some extensions for most of these, or the bottom ones at least, and at a minimum a deep socket for the top ones here. Taking this bolt out right here to let this bracket swing free and get these cables out of the way can be very helpful. Fair warning, if you're in the rust belt, this very well might be what you end up having taking that bolt out, just snapping it off. These bolts are 16mm. Now we need to pound this out. Basically it's usually just kind of stuck in place here, and I just take a hammer and hit it this way and try to pop it out. They usually come out fairly easy, but sometimes they can be a real pain to get out, and you really have to bang on them pretty hard. If you have a really hard time getting it out, you can take a cold chisel and try to pound it back behind in a couple of corners like that and try to wedge it out. Okay, at this point you just need to unhook the ABS line. So you can either unhook right here by taking this bolt out right there and sliding that out and sliding it into your new bearing and bolting it down, or you can order on Amazon and get one of these nice sensors. It probably comes with all bearings, but I got this one on Amazon. I have an affiliate link down in the description below. If you want to order there, you can. So this is a 2-prong connector here that runs right back here, back this way, up over the heat shield and down, and then I'll slide under here so you can see where it connects. Okay, so if you're on the driver's side, it's right here. If you're on the passenger side like me, it's right here. You need to pull this little red pin out, I believe. Yep, pull this little red clip out. Actually, this one will be easier to show you. Pull this little red clip out right here, and then you can push this down and pull the plug out. Okay, when you're putting this back in, remember to orient the heat shield so that this gap here is by your brake caliper. When you're putting your bolts back in, I like to put a little bit of anti-seize on them. I will have this linked in the description below to an affiliate link on Amazon, as well as a new bearing that I got on Amazon. And you can find those links in the description below. If you found this video helpful, can you smash that thumbs up button for me? Leave a comment down in the description below for the YouTube algorithm. And thank you for watching. Have a good one.